Welcome to Human Resources Planning, TMGT 7144. I'm your instructor, Marnie Wright, and I'm looking forward to working with you over the next few weeks. In this short introductory video, I'm going to review an introduction of myself and a bit about my background. We'll talk about what you'll be studying in this Human Resources course and how it'll benefit from you. What are we going to learn? And how will you be assessed during this course? And now just a little bit about my professional background. I've worked in the field of human resources for just over 20 years. I'm the Director of Human Resources for the Abbotsford School District, and I teach human resources online for Thompson Rivers University and BCIT. My background in terms of education, I have a Master's of Arts in Organizational Management, a Bachelor's of Arts in Public Administration, and a Conflict Resolution certification from the Justice Institute of British Columbia. And this last piece is probably the training that I use most often in my day-to-day work as an HR professional. I also have my professional designation in human resources from the Human Resource Management Association. That professional designation is called CHRP, or Certified Human Resources Professional. And on a personal note, I live in the beautiful Fraser Valley area in Abbotsford, British Columbia. My husband's name is John, my son Nick, and my dog Sam, who's pictured here up to the left. We enjoy living in Abbotsford and have lived here for about 10 years now. My personal hobbies, I like to travel, I like going to the opera and music, I love going to movies, and of course, I love the study of human resources. I mean, it's probably one of the areas that I do the most reading and research. So how will studying human resources benefit you? Well, you're going to work with people. No matter what you do, no matter what your role is, today, tomorrow, when you're in a leadership position, a management position, all of that is personified. So learning to effectively work with and manage individuals is what human resources is all about. So it's one of those courses where it can really help people to advance their skills and advance their career by taking a really active and a participative role in this kind of study. In terms of the specifics of what we're going to learn in this course, we're going to go over what are the basic needs and motivations that individuals need to feel just happy in their everyday life. And of course, that has a direct effect on their work life. We're going to talk about the essential job descriptions. And I say that because what I think you'll learn is that job descriptions are really the spoke in the middle of the wheel. And when we define the work that an individual does with clarity, it helps us in many other aspects of human resources. We're going to learn about recruitment and selection, and how do we make fair and equitable selection decisions, and how do you go about finding those perfect candidates when you have a job to fill. We're going to talk about legal basics. And by that I mean, everything that we do in the workplace sits on a foundation of the law. And you need to know basic things in order to function fairly and effectively and within the legal guidelines as a manager. We're going to talk about managing performance, training, and development at a very, very high level. We're going to talk about, how do you deal with employee issues when they arise. And then, of course, how will your work be assessed in this course? I know that you want to do a great job and you're rooting for those 90 percentile levels. And so how do you get the highest possible level that you can in this course? Well, there's 3 assignments, and then there's the participation mark. And you can see the percentages listed in the PowerPoint slides attached. You'll want to do a great job of defining job descriptions. We're going to do work on recruitment and selection, and then there's some discussion questions that we will be exploring throughout the course. So this is week 1 of our learning journey together. How do you get started in this course? Well, in week 1, you'll want to post some introductions. Let's get to know each other in the discussion area. And you'll see that I will initiate that discussion through a link that I put in the discussion area for which you would click respond. And when you're in that discussion area, I encourage you to read not only your own postings, but the postings of fellow students. So comment to each other. It'll make the learning a lot more fun and interesting. Think about how you're going to schedule this coursework into your weekly schedule. That's the biggest challenge. We're learning online. We're all busy adults, and it can be very difficult. Start with a very systematic plan, and that will really be helpful. The more you can make learning part of your weekly schedule and your habit, the more successful you'll be. Mark the assignment deadlines in your calendar, so make sure you don't lose track of time. If you do it right in the first week, then you'll know exactly how you need to track along to complete those assignments in a timely manner. And then this week, scan over Module 1. It's not very long. It'll probably only take you 10 or 15 minutes, and it'll get you off to a nice good start and start orienting you to the material. And then my last suggestion is make it fun. Learning is an enriching process. You want to talk about it at work. You want to Google and Google topics that are interesting to you about HR. It'll make the material come alive for you. And don't limit your learning to just what's in the resource guide. Have conversations and make it fun for yourself. So I'm looking forward to working with you on this course over the next few weeks. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email.